let's dive into fame even further. So I've got a verse from a poem here. This is the poem called "I'm Nobody, Who Are You" by Emily Dickinson. So the poem goes something like this. I'm just taking a small verse. I'm nobody, who are you? Are you nobody too? How dear to be somebody, how public like a frog, to tell your name the livelong day to an admiring bog. So let's explore fame as you do on your podcast as well. Do you think people deserve to be famous? Is the idea of fame important in today's world?
I don't know if deserve is the right word. I mean, everybody deserves to be heard. I think rather that's rather the better way to put it. Fame, it's one of those things where, and I'm not saying that I don't think about this, and obviously I do think about it, but fame is one of those things where you really really want it. Like it's something that you desire. People want that attention. I'm talking about generally. I'm not saying like, you know, everybody is like this. I'm saying in a general sense of a term, when you think about fame, people think about these certain things like you want to be famous, you want to be around those lights, you want to be around all of this. You know, maybe at the beginning you think paparazzi and all these the attention that you're getting and a rising star and all the money that you're going to make and stuff like that, which is great. I mean, that's what fame is. But to say that everybody deserves it, there's things that people kind of like miss. Like you lose certain things also when you become famous. You lose um, one of the things that are taken most for granted, which is anonymity. And um, it's something that is taken so much for granted that you lose the fact that you could walk or down the street or go to a restaurant and just do that, right? Maybe one day we're human in the end, so everybody has their limits. So you lose the fact that you could go and do that. I'm not saying that celebrities don't do that, they do that, but obviously they have that, there is something around them that wherever you go, somebody might know who they are. So they have to dress up differently, they have to act differently. And some celebrities don't like the fact that you go up to them and ask them for an autograph, or you disturb them during their day. And if you ask like a non-famous person that thing, if by the way, if you go to the coffee shop and every second 100 people are bothering you, they tell you, no, I don't want that, right? So
Sorry, that's interesting. Can I just explore that? So what you're saying is, even if no one recognizes you, just the thought that someone might recognize me, and just the thought that I have to dress up for that reason can be quite a burden, right?
it can be. I mean, if you just think about like what maybe Leonardo DiCaprio has to go through, right? Like to go out, or Jonah Hill, or anybody, Sylvester Stallone, whatever the concept is, right? I'm not. This is not like to discount them, but I think we should be more aware of their like status and the human side of who they are, because they're human as well. They have things that they need to do. In episode 14, I had one of my uh, great guests, Jason, and he said we all bleed the same, right? So it's the same thing. So in a way, you have to kind of appreciate or understand that they are also, they're also like us. They have things that they need to do. There's stuff that I know they don't, fly the same way, or they drive the same way, and all these things. Like this is all very different, but um, I think celebrities, in a way, kind of want us to have that feeling that we are also, we're also like you guys. There's things that we need to do, and social media has made that like even more accessible for you to see their lives and see how they are. But it must be tough living under that, the spotlight all the time. It's crazy to be living like that all the time. So that's why they need a break. They need, people wonder, oh, this person disappeared, oh, this person disappeared. I mean,
It's normal. I specifically use the word deserve because do you think there's a benefit in giving attention, giving fame to people who are actually good at what they do? Can there be inspiration?
of course. I mean, that's where it should be. It should be placed in the right place. So yes, some people deserve to be more famous, some people deserve to be, but you see, the word famous, it can be interpreted, very, it can be interpreted as good or bad, right? So that's why the word the fame, or being famous, maybe is not the, you can take it in another direction. You can say, rather than um, fame, this person deserves to be heard more, or this person deserves to be, um, have more recognition. If that's the right word, because fame can go either way. It can go in a very bad way, and there's a lot of examples where people have been into fame like so quickly, and it's really been detrimental to them to the point of death, right? And we will never know the actual story of people that have the pressures that they are under, because you cannot feel like that those emotions, right? You can't feel the emotions that a celebrity might go through. And it's part of the, I mean, it's part of the price you have to pay, you know. You, so like I said, anonymity is one of them. You also pay for, you know, the kind of pressures that you're going to be under. But of course, like, you know, in the flip side, you know, there's the money, there's the attention, there's the privilege, the access, all of these things, right? So it really comes down to, you know, we can't, you know, me and you can't decide for somebody. You have to be very well aware of what you're going through, and if you have a goal, you know, like, for example, Dua Lipa, I really respect like her as an artist, because I feel she has, like, for example, she has a goal, and she's very talented and she's working on it, and you obviously you have to have a strong team with you as well, who support her vision and all that. But you know, I'm sure that at you know, at a lot of times in her day, she wants to be, you know, she wants to be alone. She wants to, you know, live her a normal life. She, you know, that's the thing. So you can apply that with any person. But does she deserve to be praised for her talent? Yes, because she's bringing a very different, like, you know, kind of like very different concept, and she's empowering, for example, somebody who wants to be in that same position. She's inspiring somebody to sing. She's inspiring somebody to chase their dreams, and that's great. You know, that's why it's very specific with like who you're. You know, role models can be dangerous, man. To be very careful.